All right. Hello everyone and welcome to another Tribes map for the EUTL. I'm joined here today with Helemar and Annijeyn. I hope I pronounce your name right, mate, because it's a really hard one. We've got so a game on dry dock right now between Nimble Mines and Vertigo. They're just setting up here, trying to make the last adjustments. Match is going to start in about 10 seconds. So I'll run through the teams real quick as the game is going on. We've got on Blood Eagle right on Nimble Mines EU. The second team of Nimble Mines there. We've got Toomey, Luca, Nala, Ice Peak, Kabisi, Specialisti and Imot. And on the Diamond Sword we have Vertigo, one of the stronger teams in EU there, with Nutsing Units, Lead Chocolatifics, AM92, Shaz and Brain Damage, and they're off. Helemar, looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I have not had many opportunities to really cast the EU guys, and I'm not particularly familiar with them, but it'll be interesting to see how they play on these maps. I do know that we've got some really interesting maps to play tonight. I believe it's Dry Dock, Dangerous Crossing, and Permafrost that are going to be our three maps. So
yes.
if we do go to a third map, we will see them playing on Permafrost, which on the NA scene I have seen a lot of really good games played, and it will be very interesting to see how these teams do handle this. With that being said, Annijeyn, you are kind of new to the scene. What do you? This is kind of your debut cast, so what are you expecting to get out of this?
I'm just hoping for a good match right now, and I'm over here on the Diamond Sword side. It looks like they're running without a Hoff. They've got a soldier defense up with AM92 over here, and I see a little bit of crash coming in from Blood Eagle already. But it's weird to see, a team at this level running without a Hoff on this map.
It's something that actually happens more in EU. We've got, Soldier D, sometimes Pathfinder D to Nitron on the stand. Nitron because we've on Vertigo, we've got to see Lead Chocolate with the Pathfinder D. Yeah, so Nitrons sort of happen. I don't think we will see a Hoff here. Actually, Units is going to be clean out with the flag here, though. Yeah, nice disrupt from Drain Damage and Shaz, and Units is out clean. He's got 400. He's coming down the stand already. Let's see if Nimble Minds can do anything to disrupt that tomb. He's coming up the stand. There's still a lot of people there. They're not going to get that E-grab, and that's the first cap of the day already.
And that was a very convincing cap. That was very well done by Team Vertigo. That was Team Vertigo, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I don't butcher the teams too bad here. But yeah, I mean, it was literally, there was like one raider on the stand, and you know, he just came in nice and clean, went out nice and clean, and you know, 2 minutes in, we've got a cap on the board already. And on Dry Dock, that's not really that surprising. This is a very small map, so things can move very quickly. But we'll see if they can do a repeat performance of that. What do you think, Annie?
Well, it looks like right now they've got Nimble Minds has Ice Pack coming in on the low route. He's been seen though, and he's taking some sniper fire. It looks like his regen has not been interrupted. He's back up to full now, and here he's going to be coming in. Probably should show up on the stand in the next 5 seconds or so. I don't see much red on the stand though, so there's a lot of defense that's still up. They obviously see him, and he bounces off, and he's out of the route.
And it looks like he must have gotten sniped out or killed or something like that, because FX decided to grab this thing and just start running it down midfield. And a nice pass to Shaz right there, keeping this thing moving. And it is just bouncing all over the place. There's a little bit of crash on this. They might get this. It's still contested. It's bouncing all over the place, but Elite Chocolate's going to be able to snag this thing and keep it moving. And a nice mortar from Luca right there.
Oh, Luca!
And great snipe to stop it, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think they're a little too late, and here it is.
No crash.
2 caps to nothing.
The thing I need to mention though, of course, Vertigo is probably one of the top teams in EU right now. Nimble Minds, yeah, they're gonna be the underdog here, so I'm really looking forward to them actually trying to compensate for just the sheer fragging potential. If you just look at the scores right now, I mean, it's going to be really hard to break that D. And yeah, even if Nimble Minds chases to the midfield, they just couldn't get that return as well.
And it looks like the Nimble Minds guys are really kind of just, they're trying to do anything they can. But looking over here, Eunice is coming in, and again, just a perfectly executed clear by the Vertigo guys. Literally, it was something where within about 3 seconds of Eunice coming in, the flag stand was completely clean, and there was nothing there to contest this. Kabisi is the only one in the way of Eunice here, and he is heading to the stand, and he kind of head stops on the base there, but he does toss it off, and it goes right to a cap instantaneously. Very nicely done.
Yeah, so let's see. We've got, yeah, we really need to look at how Nimble Minds is going to try and break this here. I mean, we've got Lead Chocolate up there with trying to take out Toomey there, and that's already happened. Imot as well in the back. And right now, Am's actually the only one defending for Vertigo here. Just a little lull in the D. They might take some kind of advantage of this. Lead Chocolate's already there. Ice Peak's
oh wow. Nice chain out by Am.
With the grab? No, not even that. Just gonna get shut down.
And here comes Eunice on the other side. There is a full stand here and a nice block by Luca right there, stopping that thing dead in its tracks. A cowboy that almost tried to get out. What was that, Greth?
So he is playing hop. He's got the brute on the stand.
Yep.
Which something you do see here, but I don't know. He's probably just going to get chained out a lot if the offense is going to be successful there.
Yeah, it seems like the clear that they had before was not quite as on top of things as they normally were. So that was just kind of a mix-up for the Vertigo guys this time around. But I am kind of interested.
I hate to interrupt. Oh, never mind. Looks like Ice Peak got chained out right before he was coming back on a back slide. But now we've got Imod up there and an infiltrator. It looks like he's also going to try to slide down on here. Here he comes. They don't see him.
And he kiwis it.
Bounces off a building and he misses it.
Don't look at him. It just makes him nervous. All right?
I'll keep that in mind for next time I lock onto him.
The flag is out here at mid. It's out in the open. Eunice has it. He's got some chase from Toomey, but he's going to get some help from Chocolate coming across. He's going to go.
Nice punt. Nice catch.
Right in the hands of Am, and there's cap number 4. With 18:40 left on the clock.
Yeah, they've almost gotten a cap every minute and 15 seconds. This is quite impressive. One thing, Annie, you are going robot on us quite a bit here. Might want to turn down the quality of your...
Ice Peak's out. Ice Peak's actually out with a full defense. People weren't really paying attention, apparently, so Ice Peak's going to make it. He's not going to get sniped out. And really, he just needs to make his home really quickly. I don't really see the lead chocolate. FX is coming in. Oh, God, he's... Block FX, still going to make
Nicely
it. No,
done.
Lucas still has it.
Oh.
He's got Nitron. Oh, God, that's terrible. Oh, they had that, but Eunice just coming in. Just that Nitron blasted it to Luca. Luca didn't realize he had it. He could have capped it. Not going to happen. Eunice out 700. He's not coming back. Umi is now chasing, but not fast enough. Not going to make it over the hill here. And now they've got a standoff on their hands. That's just bad luck.
Yeah, that was... I thought that he'd cap that thing, but literally it got conked right into somebody else's hand, Luca's hands. And that was very fortunate, because that could have gone the other way very, very easily.
That was really painful to see, but alright, they're keeping it in a very dangerous position here. You got Eunice, FX, and Shaz already setting out. This is going to be quite a battle here. Eunice coming to the back. He's going to nitro on that. No, he's not. He's going to miss that. FX down as well. Just Shaz versus Emma here. Shaz being one of the strongest duelers in the game with his Raider, and he's going to chain out Imiter. There's a punt to the midfield. Luca and the defense already back. Respawn there. And that's going to actually very, very well defended by Nimble Minds there.
Yeah, they held on to that very well under a lot of pressure, and that punt was, I think, key to the whole situation actually going well to them. Had he not done that, I believe Shaz probably would have got a return right there, and that would have spelled disaster for them, just because, you know, that would have been the 5th cap, and that at that point you gotta wonder, you know, can they do anything at all to come back this game? And, you know, there's plenty of time left, but there's just been a very, very strong performance. And yeah, on the other side, but it looks like Specialisti is here to pick this up, but he is still under a lot of pressure here, and there is blue everywhere, and he is in a lot of trouble, down to 200 health, conked out of his hands. Nala going for this, and it bounces right over his head. It's still alive, but this thing is, oh god, it's just, yeah! That was terrifying right there.
And where's the flag? It's still being brought in. Am's going to make it, and that's going to be the 5-0. I don't think Luke is going to make it. Oh, he is!
No, the flag is out. It's out here on the stand, but there's just too much blue around for them to really do anything about it. Vert gets the cap. Do I sound better now?
Much better, yeah. That was very well done. Nice job.
You don't sound assimilated anymore.
Sorry about that.
Nope, it's all good, man. But yeah, so looking at the the scoreboard here, you can clearly see the difference in fragging power between Vertigo and Nimble Minds EU. They're I mean, it's just, you know, there's so many kills on the Vertigo side versus quite a few less on the other side around. So it's yeah, it's a little rough. It's clear that they're just getting out fragged, and that's pretty much the meat of it.
Yeah, I think Nimble Minds, and this is something I've actually said before in the previous games I've seen in the EUTL coming up to this, is that they aren't as mobile as they should be. You know, you've got Vert is constantly on it. You understand the unit's out again now. Just look at, yeah, they're just not quite getting in there, because Drydock is such a fast map. That's a good punt.
That was a really good punt.
6-0. Yeah, that was so yeah. It's just they need to be more mobile. They are getting chained out. I mean, it's nicely distributed if you look at the kills over the team of Nimble Minds. But
Ice Peak is out here. Sorry, Greth.
Oh, yeah.
And he does get chained out and sniped out by somebody. Sorry, I can't keep the people straight.
Yeah,
I don't even know what
if
position they
know
play.
The names, it's really hard. I mean, I'll probably do the same if I'm in NA, just going thingy bob and what's it. So yeah. That's a return in the midfield. And again, look, FX was on there, you know? He was on that return. He was in that midfield. One thing maybe as well is that they're maybe doing the wrong kind of route here. I don't know, getting spotted a lot. Knudsen is just not dying, even though Emmett is really trying his best. It's very difficult because Knudsen's accounting for most of the kills here on the team. Just sniping out to Kappa and that's it.
I see Luca over here on Nimble Minds.
Oh, there's the robot again.
Over here.
Sorry, man. You are. It comes and goes. It's really quite bizarre. And one thing I have to comment on. This is not something that we see a lot in the NA side, but I have to comment on how good his chain is and how attentive he is to chaining out any capper that's inbound. On the NA side, we often see it's a Jug or a Doombringer or something of that nature, but it's very rare to see a soldier on stand, and has been holding that thing down against any solo capper that comes in extremely well. So I have to compliment him on that.
Yeah, it's actually quite common in EU. There's a Doombringer for certain maps and stuff, but yeah, Soldier on stand just a bit more mobile. And yeah, you're relying more on the chain because the impact on the stand's not going to be that much. But especially in the days of proxies, now he's using the frag grenade. But proxy nade standy Soldier was really common. New high speed coming in again. That low to high, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The unit is going straight for those high routes, not go because the other one's just too easily spotted, I think.
Yeah, and especially against a strong sniper like Nuts, and he is their sniper, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, especially against a strong...
He's in the Sentinel.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So yeah, I just don't want to hit tab every single time because then it'll block the screen for everybody. But here comes Eunice on just a backslide, and he is out. This is pretty clean. I believe this is the last cap we are looking at right here, unless Kabisi can do something, but does not look like that's going to be the case. And he is going home, and there it is, the 7th cap in basically 14 minutes.
He didn't get spotted. He just didn't get spotted, and nobody had the conk on the stand or the hit on the stand, and chaining out was a bit too late by that point. So there you go. A 7-0 shots out for Vertigo. It was kind of expected because Nimble Minds, like I said, they are, let's face it, they're the B team of Nimble Minds right now because they've got Nimble Minds 0, which we'll see later. Yeah, no, it's the fact because they have the second team, the 0 guys or 0 live guys, who we'll see later, who are consisted of players who play more. But well done to them. We saw some really good plays from them, and yeah, Vertigo, like I said, is just #1 right now. But as I say that, we went Dry Dock. Okay, we had Dry Dock, which is one of the most played maps. Very difficult if you're against the top team. But now we have Dangerous Crossing, which is generally loathed in EU, and not a lot of people play on it. So maybe we can see some kind of a comeback from Nimble Minds because they have special tactics or something.
That would be interesting to know if they did have some sort of special tactic to combat them on this map. But if the clear goes the way that the last map did, Shaz and I believe FX were the two who were doing most of the clear for the Vertigo side. They really had a handle on that. On the dry dock stand incredibly well. So if it continues that way, I know raiders on this map are they're brutal to deal with. We've seen a number of raiders just completely dominate a stand single-handedly. We had one person actually get a team kill on a stand when they were trying to get a cap. So it's something where Shaz, as strong as he is as a raider, it's going to be a little terrifying on this map, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but there's also the problem, of course, that the raider has a bit of a, let's say, movement issue where if you're moving and you get hit, you're probably going to lose the shield, and it's going to be quite hard on this map. So on Dry Dock, it's maybe the easier class. Also, but of course, Shaz is probably the best raider out there. He's one of the few who can actually really win against a soldier, for instance, who usually has an advantage in a duel. But yeah, just asking whether or not force fields are allowed on this map. I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
There are, yeah, so they're banned. The force fields are banned, but no other restrictions.
20 seconds until deployment.
We're just waiting for Lumberjack to confirm.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the EUTL rules, so I will leave that to your expertise, Greth.
10 seconds.
Well, usually there's some like mine bans, and safety third ban and stuff, so they're just gonna stack real quick until they have a result there. Lumber.
That was professional stacking. That's what Toomey's coming out and saying. That was like, it was literally a second and they stacked. That was very, very impressive.
2,
Oh, well, there we go.
Pro
We have gone
stackers.
live.
Yeah, hang on, I'm just gonna ask.
So Annie,
One of the vert.
yeah.
There we go. One of the Am was taking a while to get over onto his team there. It looked like he was just running a little slow. How do I sound now?
Much better. Hopefully that continues to be the case. So why don't you lead us in, Annie?
Well, all right. Well, it looks like the team positions here, and I'm afraid I'm in the same position that Helemar is in. I don't really know who is who on either of these teams. Looks like we've got Shaz and that Raider. He's coming down on that far side here, coming in with Ethics behind him. They're going to come and put some pressure on Nimble Minds here, but it looks like Ice Perk is starting off on his route, finally coming out the back.
Yeah, I'm looking over here on the
It's a double capper, I think.
Nimble Mind stand. Yeah, we've got Shaz and Ethics coming up here, and Nala is just sitting up here kind of taking some pot shots at them as they're coming in. I did see Eunice. God, I can't. Some of these names are amazing. Oh, and Eunice just runs into a wall. That's an unfortunate way to start that.
Yeah, look, hang on here. So Emet's got the pickup. It's not going to make it far, but that was actually a good idea. That was a double capper. Eunice now going through the midfield. He's got some chase on him.
Oh, and he gets the return. The flag carrier gets the return as he's going back. That's always great to see.
Oh. Now Eunice just needs to make it up because the fat people are chasing. He's not going to. They're not going to make that, so that's going to be 1-0 to Vertigo right off the bat. Just lime it through the middle, really, as what happened there.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, with as much force they had there, they might as well at that point. It's just, it doesn't make any sense not to.
Yeah, exactly. So really what happened on the Vertigo side of the defense is we had a double capper setup, but the offense really didn't do anything. So the flag did go out, but Toomey didn't get that second pickup. Now I'm wondering, because it's really taking a long time between caps here. There we go. Ice Peak and Emmet setting up again. Tandem cap. And Toomey's probably going to be the disruption there in the Juggernaut, but that's not going to do much. Except scare Knudsen a little bit. Oh, he does get him.
Sorry, someone was saying that the UI was wrong, but Vertigo is up 1. They switched teams for whatever reason. I don't know what the case was there, but Vertigo is up 1 map.
So yeah, Am just body blocked everyone there. Death to all. 2 Pathfinder corpses laying in front of that, and oh yeah, I don't like this at all. The double HO on this map, you really need someone get there and get Am out of there, but they're not getting in close enough. Units out again, running around like crazy, and the chase is just not there. Specialisti is there. Can he get? Oh, can he?
Nice punt.
And the esports pad.
Very well done right there.
Yeah, 2-0.
One thing that I do have to say is the EU guys have a tendency to be much better with their flag play as far as their control, and I think that largely is key to the fact that you guys have reach band in EU versus that we don't in NA. So there's much less room for error, and I just every time I've seen that, like the Who Lags Wins guys on the NA side, which are actually some of the people in here, Brain Damage is one of them. I have just seen them with tremendous control, but enough with me rambling. Eunice is out with this thing, and he is out clean. This is the first route that we've actually seen that has made it through. I believe they have run into walls pretty much every single time and just kind of lawmed the thing out or thrust it out to get the cap, and this is going to be the first one we're going to see that will be actually any lands in the inventory station.
You got blocked by the inventory station.
I don't know how
NA, by the way, for that one.
What's that?
Thank you for those inventory stations. You really totally ruined the game with that meta, but...
You're welcome. We do our best.
Oh yeah, that was a clean grab and no chase, so there's nothing more to say really. I think Nimble Minds need to get far more mobile. They are just using all those heavies and they're just not getting that chase in. It's really strange.
Yeah, it just seems... Sorry, Greth. As I'm looking at it, it just seems like, you know... I mean, like I said, you know, that last cap was the first one that we've seen that has been an actual route, and it really wasn't that fast. It was only about 200. And, you know, that's easily chaseable with, you know, someone running Rage in lightweight. I would love to see the Nimble Minds guys actually run, you know, at least another Pathfinder or a Chase or something, because, I mean, literally all
three routes.
Yeah, it's just
3 heavies.
yeah,
2
it's just
juggers, and
it's
that's
ridiculous.
not gonna work.
It really is, and you know, yeah, jug, brute. I mean, yeah, it's great for clear and all, but if you can't do, if you can't chase down a freaking just a llama off the stand, you know, you really gotta reassess what you're doing here.
Yeah, and the fact that they've got those double, well, triple Hoff, let's say, they're just gonna get chained down to you now. They damage them, right? But really, Ice Peak now coming in for an infiltrator grab with them still on the stand. He's just gonna get body blocked.
And there's
boom,
another cap,
4-0.
and here we go, another llama grab right off the stand with infiltrator from Ethics, and there's Luca who's in Fat and Nala chasing as their sentinel, and he's going 130. I mean, he has no speed. This is something that you could catch up to in just about
There you go,
anything.
Emmett.
And
Emmett, and he's not going to make it up there because he's out of energy, and the entire team is there. The GG, is that what that is?
Yeah.
To me now in a light, that's good, but Eunice jumping down, you're not going to make it up to the stand, guys, and it's 5-0. Seriously, toss the fat.
yeah, no kidding. I mean, and well, there's the first stop that we've seen. Luca did finally get a stop on Shaz, who was coming in for route there, and I
He
think
actually says it finally.
oh boy, I am so sorry, Luca, that I caught that on camera. I'm very sorry. He'll watch this later and go, shit. Oh boy.
Yeah, what do you think, Annijeyn? If your robot allows it.
Well, if my robot allows it. I've actually been spending most of this match over here on the Vertigo side, and like you guys have been saying, I've been seeing a lot of mortar fire coming in, but I haven't really seen any presence from Nimble Mines at all. I mean, they've, I think you said it best, Greth, they've got to lose some weight, get up here, get in this guy's face. Well, Ice Peak making a run at it, but there was no clear, no help, and he gets stopped right on the stand. The fly just goes kicked out, and Chocolate's just going to return it. They're just going to set up the same defense that's been working for him the whole match.
But it does seem like
Indeed.
the Nimble Minds guys have kind of taken cues. Maybe they're listening in here.
Strange is banning for the comp.
But they do seem to be running a little bit of a lighter thing here. They still got 2 brutes, but you know they got a lot more pathfinders on the field now, which is much better.
They've got 17 minutes to prove themselves.
Yep.
Shaz coming in, and he's gonna get out. There were 4 people in that stand, guys. Come on. Keep your eyes up. Kabisi, look up into the sky. Use your Nova Gold. Never mind. But Shaz gonna barrel down at incredible speeds and make it 6-0.
Yeah, and here comes Ice Peak as well. And oh wow, that looked like it hurt right there. That looked like it really hurt.
Midair. I had a good eye on it. That was midair in the face. Titan launcher.
And here comes Emma as well. And oof. Just can't really get past. And here goes Shaz again, not with much speed. This is so easily chaseable. But Nala does get the snipe on him, and but here comes the crash from Vert. They're gonna keep this thing moving. I mean, that was something that they should have had in the bag right there. They should have been able to keep that thing home. There was no reason whatsoever that should have gotten even as far as it did there, even though they did get the return. So I really do hope that they ditch even more fat here. They need to get on that treadmill and keep things moving.
Yeah, we've got Emmett's going for the soldier grabs right now. He's hitting 200 coming in right now, but BC is going to do the disrupt or just going to stop in midfield lead. Alright, let's midfield lead, and Emmett's going to come up, and I'm just going to embarrass everyone. Yeah, there you go. That's that grab attempt. So, okay, Nimble Minds, listen guys. I mean, no ill will towards you, okay? This is Vertigo you're playing. So, just take it as a learning experience. And, yeah. Sorry. 6-0. There we are. Yoon is out completely clean, nobody on the stand.
He's going 300. They're not going to catch him at all. I mean, you got Emot and Cabricias out there. It looks like they're not in heavies for once. They're getting some chain on him. He's going to kick off this hill, come over, and probably just toss it right to Am on the stand, just like he's been doing all day.
And there it is, 7-0, 7-0. This game was a little bit brutal, but this is still the group stage, so we will still see permafrost. So we'll see what they do on here. Maybe they'll be able to pull something off. I would like to see them, get a little life going here. It would be great to actually see them put a cap on the board, but we'll see what they can pull off. This is not a map that most EU teams play a lot, which is my understanding. Okay, at all. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah,
so
they will be spitting bile at the screen as we speak, and especially Vertigo. The half of the team will probably leave, but right, permafrost, right? In an EU setting, I hope they know the routes because a cluster is going to be quite amazing. But I'm worried for Nimble Mind's offense. I really am, because you need one, and they don't have one right now.
Jesus, Greth. You really do not, you don't pull any punches, do you?
I'm still being subtle. I think, chat, am I being subtle for my doing? I think I am. No, it's just, alright. I hope they're listening. They just have to not have 2 juggers and a brute as offense. That's all I'm going to say.
Man, brutal. Absolutely brutal.
I think I'm still being very kind. I mean, I'm rooting for them. I actually, yeah, I'm rooting for Nimble Minds here. Go Nimble Minds, because really, it's Vertigo they're playing. It's not fair, all right? Just, damn it. Oh wow. Luca.
Sorry.
Don't say that on stream. I hope he. Oh god.
Hopefully, I won't hit tilde, so it doesn't come up. I'm just going to avoid that. And they switch teams again. I'm getting so tired of changing this overlay here. Silly people. But Greth, since you do seem to have a beat on things, continue to do what you do. It is kind of humorous, to be honest with you. It's just I wanted to throw the comic relief out there a little bit, so.
Oh yeah, alright, we're off. I'll just run through the teams real quick again. So, on the mighty permafrost, we have Blood Eagle, Nimble Minds, Lucas 666, ICP, Kabisi, Toomey, Emmett, Nala, and Specialisty, and on Diamond Sword we have the evil Vert, which is of course Nuts and FX, Am92, Leak Chocolate Units, Brain Damage, and Jazz.
Thank you, Greth. That was very well done. I approve.
Thank you very much, sir.
So yeah, looking at the Vert stand, Am looks like he's kind of lonely most of the time. I kind of see him on the stand alone almost every single map. Nutson is usually around, but on the other side, Eunice is already out with this.
Eunice is out. Yes, Eunice is out. He's not going very fast though. He's barely going 180. He's got a lot of health. He's going to help himself out with a disc jump here. Come down to midfield. He's taking some chain, but I guess he's out of line of sight from the sniper now.
And actually, Nala is in midfield, so he is trying to get snipes from there. But there's Imot. Nice save right there. Last second grab to prevent this from going, but there is just not enough crash, and there's the first cap. Basically, the same thing that happened on Dry Dock. 2 minutes in, and there's the first cap by Vertigo. And despite the fact that they don't play this at all, as per Greth, they're showing a pretty strong performance already. And there we go,
indeed.
Again.
So I will eat my words. Toomey, oh dear, what was he doing? He was trying to take something out, but that didn't work. But alright, we've got him out again, so he does know... Jazz is actually the one doing the rat right now, not Units. But they do have some idea how this map's working, and he's going to bring it home. We do have some midfield presence here. They sort of miss him, but that's okay, because Jazz is actually going to hit the spikes there. Gonna throw it off the lead. Chocolate, is they going to pick up? Yes, now. Toomey doesn't quite make it, so they just ran into Nutson and Shaz.
But there goes Imot.
It's out! Aha!
We see signs of life.
Quick too.
Yeah, he's going about 200 here. He's already through midfield. He's got no chasers on him. Nutson and Am coming out with that ping right there. Apparently Imot must be lagging or something of that nature.
50.
Here comes Shaz and Unids to put some pressure on Imot as he's still trying to make his way back home here. He's going to get by him, but they're still going to put some chain down. He still has 720 health. He's going to land behind the base over here by the, looks like the inventory station. Probably try to get set up. Nope, looks like he's just going to have to rabbit for a while. He didn't have much help from his team just yet. But here comes Specialist and Luca to come help him out here.
And we are setting up for the first standoff. I think this is we had one standoff on Dry Dock, but that was the only other one. So this is the second standoff of this entire series right here. And oh crap!
Oh, they got the flag out.
Nice one, and then everyone's there. I was going to say there was going to be a very, very long standoff, but
and
nope,
that was a very, very short standoff. And here comes the flag. Icepeak is the only one here. He's going for the E, and he is not going to be able to get it.
Lost in the base.
And Mortar, there's
Magic.
Somebody do something. Get on the stand.
BC, it's up top. The flag stands up top. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, that's not a good way to have that end right there.
No, that's 2-0. Could be worse. Could be 6-0.
And Shaz looking to make it 3-0, but just kind of lobbed that off the stand. That was easily chaseable in fat. But yeah, I would definitely like to see some more chasers.
Offense from these guys. That's all I want.
I would be happy with either that or a chaser. Either one, I would be ecstatic about. And looking at FX here, he just walks up and throws a sticky on Luca and goes ha ha and runs away.
At that point, I'm really sad that we don't have emotes in this game.
I know. But Luca is getting chained down here. Brain damage put some heavy damage on him. Shaz coming in as well. I expect to see Yunus coming in momentarily. Anybody see him? Oh, there he is.
Offense of Nimble Mines. Move in now. They're still on the hill while Imut is coming in at 300. His roots are good. Imut's roots are very good. The problem is that.
Yeah, that. Am, the Doombringer on the stand right there. He is... I don't think he's let all of one capper through this entire series, I think, and
then he blamed it on Pick.
Yes, exactly. But here comes Yunus. Oh, Icepeak's coming in as well, and and there's the inventory meta, right there.
Oh yeah.
Burying its ugly teeth.
Much NA scene. Can they keep this alive? Even though they've got a HO, the turret's still up. Imut's just gonna. Oh yeah.
Oh god. Turret MVP. Here it comes. Nope.
Ah. That's alright. Toomey's gonna go straight for the chain. Be chained. Splat.
Oh, and a nice conk. And it's still alive. They can keep crashing.
Come on, lads. Oh, they ran out of people. That's too bad. Alright. Toomey. You see, at that point, everyone just needs to go for it. Alright? You've got the entire team circle around the base. That's what Vertigo does as well. They are just too stuck in their roles. They need to switch it out a little bit more.
Yeah, and I mean, they're, you know, I don't see many of them actually crashing. This is just my ignorance speaking, but is Nimble Mines EU sort of a newer team? You said they were the B team earlier, so that leads me to believe they haven't really played together a lot.
They don't. They only play about. Well, they try to get 3 scrims, but they're the least active members of Nimble Mines right now.
Okay.
So that's the problem. Like Nimble Mines 0, the guys we'll see later on. They're the guys who really do 5 scrims a week and stuff, and really. Icepeak out completely clean. What happened to? Did Am die? I think Am died. They killed him. They finally got rid of him. Somebody, David slew Goliath. Alright, Icepeak is out. This is going to be important now because Units is out as well, and we're going to see a standoff. Let's see how they will respond because we've got Brain Damage, Shaz, and FX already there. Icepeak, stay away. Don't go there. Watch out. Scary people down there. Yeah. Alright, Specialist, he's there, but he's very low.
And those grenades just sneaking over the hill right there, very nicely aimed. And here comes FX right here. He is, they're putting heavy pressure on him. They're already going down. Icepeak's dead. Kabisi's coming to reinforce those to me. They might be able to hold on to this one for this push, but it's... Oh, wow.
Run, Specialist, you run.
Yeah, run, no kidding. He needs to, just get rabbiting, get moving. Do not stop, and do not go anywhere near those blue people, because they will kill you. But he's got some reinforcements here. Hopefully they will pan out better than they did last time, because they got torn up. And Specialisti's going down here. Here's Yunus, and there's the return.
A split-second mistake is just focusing on the chain, not focusing on your kappa.
Oh no! Oh, Luca almost got that return right there.
No, he didn't. Did
No,
he?
they still got the cap, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the cap happened right before he was able to grab it, and we're just at 8
Ah.
minutes into the match here. 4-0. Vert is putting on a they're putting on a clinic. There's only one way to put it right now.
But yeah, I think that the Nimble Minds guys just have not they haven't gotten to the point where they're comfortable with really having everyone switch out to crash and just get across the field quickly, because we've had a couple plays from people that have bought them 5 or 10 or even more seconds, which is more than enough time to get across field and just keep crashing and keep it moving. But yeah, they're just. I don't know if they're just demoralized at this point, and there is the inventory station meta yet again. Stops Ice Peak dead in his tracks, and he is going to get chained out, and this is not going to go anywhere. But yeah, it's just something where they need to get more comfortable with it. And yeah, Eunice is out on the other side, and oh, that was cool. That was really cool. I have never seen someone do that before. Yeah, he disc jumped off. It was a rock bounce plus a disc jump off the turret. That was freakishly cool.
Which also betrays the fact that he does train this map.
Yeah, but I was sitting there going, oh god, he's going for the turret, and then all of a sudden he just bounces right off the damn thing, and he just goes straight home. I have never seen that done before. That was so freaking cool.
And that thing was operational as well. I mean,
yeah, that was a huge risk,
turret.
but that was yeah, that was awesome.
So yeah, there you go. 5-0. Nimble Minds really needs to think about getting onto their stands. That's all I want from them right now, is just to get in there and do some disruption. I mean, they did kill Am, and that's the 2 times that they actually got a standoff going. And they still have time to at least save their honor.
Right, and
I really want like a cap from them.
Well, it looks like Am has switched out of Doombringer, and he's gone to Soldier. He must have started getting cleaned up, so he has. That is exactly what was probably happening. Is they were killing him off, and he meleeed him. He meleeed him.
Yes, he meleeed him.
That was great. And there's
Imot, though, and straight into everyone.
Oh, is it Emmett, not Imot?
I make it up as I go along.
Okay.
I know how he feels with my name.
Yeah,
your name's actually pretty easy to. Yeah, your name's pretty easy to.
Greth, you got it right.
Annijeyn.
Right,
yeah,
cool.
It's pretty easy to. I mean, it's pretty hard to mispronounce. At least I would say. But looking at brain damage up here on the hill, he is he is sniping the Nimble Minds stand. This is just kind of like a slap in the face, in my opinion, right here. It's just like saying we don't need our sniper on D, so we're going to send him on O and just snipe your defense.
And he's got the T5s as well, but Nala's going to be on top of him and actually stop that, so that's good. But again, look, Shaz, FX and units now. Shaz is still there, and distraction enough on Luca.
Do it again, do it again, do it again. Hell yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, no disc jump this time, though. I was really looking forward to the disc jump. But Imot's out on the other side, and he gets cleaned up by the turret. The turrets are the pivotal point of this map right here. It really is.
And they're going to
We've
wait
seen
for
that
the
in
time
the NA
return.
league.
Lead there, 3, 2, 1, return. Boink. Oh, missed it.
Yep, and there it
Points
is.
deducted from Vertigo for not making that a clean cap there.
And here we go. Here comes Nutson out in a in a grav cycle, and he is. I think he's going to go and try and run some people over on the stand or something of that nature. This is going to be interesting.
There's 2 grab cycles.
Oh God!
Right now.
This could go horribly wrong, and horribly hilarious at that too. I hope to see them just dolphining up on the stand here and just making as much havoc as they possibly can.
Havoc's not released yet, sorry. There you go, Shaz. Oh dear, bad joke. Shaz is going to abandon his grab cycle. Somebody steal it, please.
Oh, there we go.
Splat! There you go.
Good stop.
Actually, Shaz killed units there.
Oh, that's not good. But there we go.
Yes.
Nutson picks this thing up in the field. He jumped out of his grab cycle and kept this thing moving. So looks like what it's going to be. The finale is going to be a grab cycle cap and
through the llama trench.
A technician grab cycle cap.
Wow.
There's no crash from Nimble Minds.
Wow.
There you have it.
And
Grab
he is
cycle
just
technician.
waiting, and he was just teasing him right there. That was mean. That was really mean.
Yes. So
there we go.
Vertigo disqualified from the tournament for unsportsmanlike behavior, and Nimble might go through.
And yeah, we will be having a another game coming up here shortly. I think in 45 minutes. Is that right, Greth?
Sorry?
I believe
Yes,
we have.
45 minutes, right here.
Yeah, we'll have another game coming up, and that will be.
Yeah.
I forget who.
In an hour,
Will be
well, 45
Aurum
minutes, something.
versus Nimble Minds Zero Life. Aurum versus Nimble Minds Zero Life in about
Yes.
45 minutes.
Okay, and looking at the web page, that is highly in favor of Aurum, but I've seen Zero Life play before. I do know that they are pretty solid, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes right there. But yeah, so we will be back in about 45 minutes here. I'm going to cut the stream and tune in again, guys. Thanks for watching.
Actually, real quick, Helemar, before you cut
Yeah.
the stream, we did have some front page exposure there on Twitch TV. So if you are new to the game, you can go to www.tribesascend.com, download the client, play completely for free, and get in this action and join us. It's free to anyone who can play.
Indeed, and we have such a wonderful community waiting for you. The details are on playerpug.com, and I must say our tagline is, "We're not as bad as League of Legends."
I'm not going to agree with Greth right there because I think it'll start something horrible, but yeah, we'll go with that right there for now. So yeah, thank you for that, Annie. Good call. Yeah, and this is being these tournaments are being hosted by Game Shrine. There's a counterpart to this as well that is NA Tribes, which we will be having the grand finals of tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern time. I believe that is what is that? Yeah, it's 3 a.m. CET for those of you who are Euros, so you may not be able to tune in, but I think it'll be probably the best game of that series, and we will be seeing a good game here in about 45 minutes. So yeah, tune in again, and we will see you guys later.
Yep, indeed. Bye-bye.
See you soon.